The incarnation affixes you with a stony gaze as you approach. He looks like he's sizing you up for weaknesses. I will not merge with you. You will merge with me. The man looks at you, then smiles incredulously. I surrender to no man. It is you who will be absorbed by me. I doubt it. Do you intend to fight me on this? The man seems more amused than anything. You are no match for me. There's little point in resisting. Try me. So be it then. His eyes become gray like mist, and he gives you a slight smile as if in anticipation. We shall see what your mind has in store. You lock gazes with him. His eyes are like stones, and they start to drag you down. Lock gazes with him. Try to force him to merge with you. As you swim in the corridors of his mind, the first emotion you encounter is surprise, and his eyes widen. He is not absorbing you. Your will is stronger, and it is consuming him. You feel him desperately trying to pull back, but he cannot. He is too weak, and your will blocks his retreat while drawing him deeper into your subconscious. This is the last time we shall ever speak. Return to death where you belong. He looks for a moment, then he disintegrates and feels a rush of knowledge pouring through you. Fighting to the surface, it's almost too much to absorb at once, and you find yourself disoriented. So much knowledge, so many experiences that... And as quickly as it occurred, the rush subsides, and you steady yourself. The bits of knowledge swirl about in your mind, and you will make sense of them later. For now, only one piece of knowledge is important. That the Incarnation did not know how to leave this place. He lied to trick you into surrendering.
I feel stronger.
Before you is the ghostly form of Dianara. Her spectral gown seems stirred by some ethereal breeze. Her eyes rest on yours, and you feel a strange, disjointed sensation, as if you're looking at several pairs of eyes at once. Dianara? My love, at last I have found you. I searched for you after you were divided by the crystal. This fortress spans hundreds of miles, and I feared you were lost to me. Her ghostly eyes take your measure, searching your bodies for new wounds. Are you well? I think so. The crystal divided me, but I am one again. Now I am trapped here, however. I suspect trapping you here was the crystal's true purpose, but it possesses no barrier for one such as I. She closes her eyes. Much do my eyes see, and the halls of this fortress are well known to me. If you are trapped here, my love, I shall see to it that you are free. Where is it that you wish to go? I wish to go where my immortality is and recover it. As you wish, my love. She stretches out her hand. Touch my hand, and the walls of this fortress shall be walls no more.
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
I feel stronger.
Examine the sphere. Although its basic appearance is normal enough, the sphere somehow manages to offend the rest of your senses. The texture of the sphere, just the feel of it, gives you the impression it's an egg that's just about to burst open. Just touching it makes your skin crawl. To make matters worse, the faint smell of rotten custard emanates from it, and it makes your eyes water.
So you have come. Then you shall die again. So you have come. You are unwelcome here, Broken One.
What have you done to my friends?
Are they dead? Yes. Unlike you, they have but one life. And they wasted it for your sake.
It is the fate of all that follow you, Broken One. You have forgotten much. Why did you do it? They tried to harm me here, of all places. I defended myself in doing so. Mortality claimed them. Their deaths were by their own hand. I gave them the opportunity to depart this place, but they seemed determined to help you, despite the cost to themselves. So you killed them. The tiefling girl was especially fierce in your defense. Her feelings for you burned brighter than asylum fires. And the Tenari, she was quite strong. Her tolerance for pain would have shamed the Bezetsu themselves. I took no pleasure in their deaths. Then why did you do it? It was not my will. It was not that I brought them here. All of them had a choice, and they chose to die for you. It has always been the way of all that follow you, for they are tormented souls seeking a release, but they know not why. You have forgotten this, and you shall again. trying to do is beat this godforsaken game. Okay. I know you for what you are. You are my mortality, your armor, it is twisted like tree branches. Such things speak of Ravel's magics. Yes, I am that which has split from you by the hag's power. I am that which walks with all life. My voice is a death rattle, a last breath in the throat, the whisper of a dying man. I have been freed from the prison of your flesh. Freed from me? The moment I was split from your cancerous shell, I knew life. I knew freedom. I shall not surrender it to you. We were not meant to be separated, and the planes have suffered because of our separation. You know nothing of meaning in separation. Before your memory dies again, know that we were never meant to be as one. This shall be the last time you and I speak, Broken One. Then there is something I would know, Spirit. I've traveled far, and there are many questions you can answer. I will indulge you to this last time, and this fortress shall be silent again. You've done everything you can do to prevent us from meeting face to face. Why? Do you think I fear to face you, Broken One? I do not. Is that why you sent shadows to kill me rather than trying to defeat me yourself? They've never succeeded in killing me, nor will they. I send shadows because their reach is long, yet it is my eyes that guide them. So the shadows can travel distances you cannot. There is nothing I cannot do. Yet you never traveled beyond these walls to fight me, only sent shadows. That is how a coward fights. My energies are needed to sustain this place, Broken One, else it would be my hand on your throat with each of your deaths. I may not travel beyond these fortress walls for long. Yet even when I was within the fortress walls, you sent Ignis to try and stop me, when you could have stopped me yourself. The sorcerer was convenient. His rage for you runs deep. I thought it fitting he be allowed vengeance upon you. If the plains cannot teach you mercy, perhaps pain can. He wanted revenge for what? It is no matter. You have forgotten such things, and you shall again. So you sent him to try and stop me, but when he failed, you still didn't confront me. You put that crystal in my path to imprison me. Yes, the crystal is a prison, perhaps one of the greatest ever devised. I used it, for I tire of tracking you across the plains, Nameless One. You are difficult to find. I prefer you be kept close, where I may watch you. The crystal is such a place where you may be kept. Why am I difficult to find? It is of no consequence. Why not tell me then? I will forget this anyway, and I would know this last time. Just as there is power in names, there is power in not having a name. The eyes of the plains slide off such a one such as you, and one such as I. I would know how you freed yourself from the crystal. My way... My ways are my own. Know that the prison cannot hold me, just as you cannot stop me now. Such arrogance, we shall test that arrogance this day, Broken One. We shall see. I may be immortal, but Ravel told me that the ritual is flawed. Whenever I die, I lose a fraction of my mind. In time, after many deaths, I shall lose the ability to even think for myself. It is of no matter. You cannot die. Your mind may be lost, but your flesh will live on. That is all that is needed. Needed? Why? We share a link, you and I. However small, I do not wish you destroyed, only far from me. Then why have you been trying to kill me all this time? It is of no consequence. Wait, those shadows you sent against me, they never succeeded in killing me. But that was never their purpose, was it? They only kill me to make me forget. There's nothing in your shell of a mind that is of consequence, Broken One. Except that from what the Pillars of Skulls told me. There were 3 that knew where you could be found and how to reach you. One is Tyrus, one's you, and the other is me. If you kill Tyrus and I, there'll be no one who knows who you are and how to find you. Yes, the angel that shields itself with golden lies, you led me to him at last. Like you, the betrayer was difficult to find. He will die the final death. So you used me to find him. You wanted me to kill him, didn't you? So his knowledge would die, then you tried to kill me so I would forget where to find you. I see Time's blade has not bled your mind of all reason. My purpose was always such, to make you forget. But why? Because I never again wish to suffer your presence, Broken One. You are an irritation, a reminder of what life once was, and I detest such reminders. I wish to be left in peace in my fortress. As you forgot me, I wish to forget you forever. I don't think that's the reason either. I think you make me forget you because you fear me. My energies are needed to sustain this place. You said we share a link, you and I. It is of no consequence. Is it? Maybe you didn't want to kill me because if I were to die, the link between us would be broken, and you would be destroyed as well. You cannot die. Well, if I cannot die, then you can't exist. You're my mortality. Perhaps once, no longer. I have changed. I have transcended and become something greater. Perhaps, but at your core, if you are still my mortality, if I die, you die. You know nothing of what you speak. Your words are hollow, as is your shell. I think I know exactly what I'm saying. If I were to be destroyed, you would be destroyed. You listen, but you do not hear. Know that you cannot die. If we are linked as you say, I would know my name. A name is a thing earned by a man through his actions. By the nature of that, the name we once had is meaningless. You don't know what our name was, do you? There is no one in all existence that knows our name. This is our shield. Names carry power. When one is nameless, as we are, then one is strong. We cannot be hunted, we cannot be tracked, we cannot be harmed. Why was that ever important? Were we being hunted? All that lives is hunted. The predator is death. It hunts us no longer. No, it hunts for others in our place. Countless others are dying because you and I are separated. We cannot continue to live like this, or else we will continue killing others in our place. Everything that lives dies. The shades here suffer, but for them it is immortality of a sort. I am the light in the darkness of this fortress, and their hatred is for you, not I. So will you allow innocents to suffer in our place? If you would end their suffering, submit to me. Allow yourself to be kept in this fortress within the crystal, and innocents need not suffer. They suffer because you die, not I. My friends, I want their lives returned to them, and I want them to have free passage from this place. No, they are dead. Dead they shall remain. Why? Can't you save them? Don't you have the power? Do not question my power here, in this place. There is nothing I cannot do, now that I am free of you. But it is not my will that they be saved. They challenged me in my home, and their death shall be reminders to all that challenge me. You can't resurrect them, can you? Broken One, in the span of your forgotten lifetimes, I have observed, learned, and gathered power within the vaults of my body. When you fought in the Black Decade War, all your military knowledge was carved in my mind. When you danced sorceries with Lum the Mad, I learned with you. All you have forgotten, I have not. The power over life and death is but a minor display of my power. So that link we shared allows you to experience what I experienced, learn what I learn. It is a small thing of no consequence. Dianara told me that I could reverse death only when the victim had died close to me. But what she awakened in me, are you saying that there was only a fraction of my power over life and death? Your mind is a broken stone, its edges dull from misuse and neglect. Even if you knew power, you would not know how to harness it. If you claim you have the power, then I must have the power too, even if I wasn't there at the moment of death. You do not have the years needed to learn the arts of life and death. You will fall before me. You feel a stirring in your mind, and you suddenly realize you do possess the years needed to learn, for you knew it all once, across multiple incarnations, but the process will take time, and you know your mortality will not allow you the time you need. You may have the time to resurrect one companion, but no more than that. You know, as I made my way here, I opened that inner vault. Those greater shadows are running free in the fortress. They're no longer locked in that chamber. You lie. Then see for yourself. If you don't believe me, I'm not going anywhere. I shall return and then take your measure, Broken One. If you have freed the shadows, I shall feed them to you. Very well, I'll be here if you make it back.
I will take your measure shortly.
Whoa, hold up, Chief. Listen, there are a few things I need to tell you.
Mort, you're not dead. Well, yeah, when you've been dead as long as I have, you learn to fake it really well. I've been kind of listening to your whole conversation. Use that power you got on someone else. I don't need it. So you're going to lie there while I got my ass handed to me? Well, yeah, Chief, it's not like you die. I mean, if you failed, you'd need someone to remember for you. Plus, you know how worthless I am in a fight. Well, when I'm not taunting some magic or another. Then maybe that's what I'll need you to do. We'll talk about this later, Mort. As your power touches him, Dakan takes a staggered breath and looks up weakly. It looks like he's barely clinging to life. Dakan, I need you now. Can you help me?
This blade is yours.
Very well. You reach out with your power. There's a rush of air, and Anna stirs. She raises her head slowly, then shakes it, confused. I found my immortality, Anna, and it turns out it doesn't like me much. I need your help.
I'm gonna stand by you.
Let's do it then. As your power touches Fall from Grace, she rises dizzily to her feet. Even disoriented, she somehow manages to maintain her composure. Fall from Grace, we're at the Fortress of Regrets, and I found my killer. It's my own mortality. It's taken on a life of its own. I really need your help right now.
I fear that now we have entered, this place will not easily let us go.
We'll see. You reach out with your power, shaping the soul into Nordum's shape slowly until you feel it slipping back into Modron's body. There's a shudder from Nordum's frame, and he springs to his feet. Nordum, I really need your help right now. I found my killer, and it's my mortality.
Order.
Get ready, you'll have a target for your crossbow soon enough.
This will not help you. You all shall die. But first, you will suffer.
I'm working on it.
Working in this thing. Damn it.
I think,
Yes?
therefore I am. I think.
Right.
Maximally efficient strike. Maximally efficient strike.
How may I? I'm
Awaiting
listening.
order.